From an undisclosed locations for reasons of security and insecurity, tonight we present to you MnR live TV show with special guest Joshua Abraham. He's a researcher, he's the son of Larry Abraham, the co-author of MnRTV Conspiracy. He's a great guest. We're going to have him on at 8:15, and he's been on such shows as Coast to Coast and many other things. But before I get to that, let me introduce to you the one and the only Mario the Coffee Man, the madman from Montreal.
Yes, Robert. It's it's nice to be on. Don't I look excited?
Yeah, you do look excited. Damn, I forgot to take my cup of coffee. Oh well.
Now that's refreshing. Now I am energized. I got my thinking cap on. I'm all ready to go. It's been a great week. We're still here. Nobody has killed us. Nobody has taken away our lives, our one possession, which is our lives, of course, because people forget. They're like saying, oh, nothing's important. Nothing's important. Our lives are important. Not the hockey game, not the soccer game. Our lives, us being here. This is why we're here. And we're here. What's that, Rob?
I was gonna say that. Are you excited for tonight? Our guest, Joshua Abraham.
Rob, you know, now that's a silly question. You know I'm always excited to do this show. Come Tuesday, I'm like, one more day, we gotta do the show. Like it starts from tomorrow. For me, it's gonna start
tomorrow. From tomorrow till the next.
Every day I get excited. This show excites me. It excites me because I love to give the truth to people, and we here at MnRTV Live, we love to give the show. We love to explain to people what we know, because we know a lot of things. You yourself, Robert, and me, Mario, right?
Exactly. And tonight we got a great guest. We're gonna talk about the global government called the New World Order. Alien worshipping, summing up satanic stuff, satanic Illuminati and Freemasons. We're also going to be talking about the future plans of the Illuminati, so you don't want to miss that tonight at 8:15 p.m. A great guest, Joshua Abraham. And by the way, let me start off by saying this show's been brought to you by the Montreal Anti-Illuminati Task Force in collaboration with 12160.info.
Yes, Robert. I am. We all understand that, but at this show, what we're going to try and do, like as usual, is always dissect and break things down so that everybody understands what we understand, our standpoint of view. Just like we want to make it easy for you. You know, it does get complicating. All these lies that they give us, all what they try and feed us, all what they're trying to manipulate us. It's tough. It's tough. It's easy, but it's okay, because here we're here. We're gonna show it to you.
What would the big boys play? MnR.
Yes.
TV show. MnRTV live show tonight.
And it's showtime. So now what I'm gonna do. This is who I am. I'm gonna be turning on to the other screen so you can see what the hell we're showing, because that's. You know, that makes the show a whole lot interesting when we show what we're talking about. Because you guys, you want the proof. It's not good enough that we're just going to sit here and say, yeah, there was a UFO that fell. It happened yesterday morning. And then people are going to say, yeah, but come on.
We could be making up that stuff all day. No, we research everything that we do. Everything that we do.
So you can't take the word out on us here. You got to take it out on what's happening on the internet, because that's the whole fun.
Well,
so
multiple sources, not just one source. You know, that's when we could be making it up. We cross-reference everything we do, don't we, Mario?
Yes, it's very important that we show you what exactly we're talking about, because else we look stupid. We're not on here to look stupid. We're on here to look at what we know, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna go and switch on over to the other side. Stick with us, and like Robert, in good maybe around 25 minutes or so, we're gonna be having our guest. But in the meantime, help us discover the world. Help us discover what's out there. Okay, so here we go. Okay, So now I am going to do what I like to do most.
Show what we're about for the new viewers, because there's always new viewers every week.
Oops, I did a boo-boo. Okay, so now let us begin. This is 12160, the site that Robert keeps always talking about, you know, that he loves.
Website, one of the best ones in the world.
And everybody tends to love this. So here you got the description, you got the description of the show, you got the title, you got a beautiful chatango with all you people talking and making the show a hell lot more interesting every week. Because without you, it wouldn't be much fun. And then you got the video here. You just click here, play, which I'm not going to do because YouTube doesn't allow that. So you just click play, and then you see us. If you don't see us or you just press refresh. Now you should bookmark this page. If not, hey, it's not a problem. It's not the end of the world. You just hit bookmark the page. That's it. You hit to bookmark the page. It's not complicating. And that's it. That's 12160. People, you love it. Now, next. How could we forget? The MnR Productions.
The blog. You can't forget about that, my friend.
MnR Productions, Mariolaur.blogspot.ca. And it's the same thing. I love this blog. It's very colorful. You got Montreal here. You got our name, and here's the same thing. Description, title, and the video. You hit play right there, and you got Chatango. Don't forget, if you missed any older shows or want to know what the hell we're all about, right? Because it's not fun if you don't know what the hell we're all about. We're about all kinds of things. And we started in, when did we start, Rob?
2006, November.
With 4 clips.
With video clips, and then we started doing comedy videos, and now we're doing a show about New World Order, conspiracies, aliens, technologies, just about anything goes. Anything paranormal, just about anything that people want to come on the show, they're welcome to come.
Well, I had no idea in 2007 we had that many videos. Anyhow, that's it. So bookmark this, and if you don't, you're like saying, man, I really wanna, bookmark. How do I find this? It's everywhere. It's all over the net. I will show you exactly where you find it. It's on Facebook. It's even underneath each video clip. I put in the description along with all the links of what we talk about, just like that. We don't want to keep you people out in the dark, right? Like the secret government wants. Now, well, that's it. That's it with in a nutshell with this. Bookmark this if you come across it, people. You love it. I love it. I can spend the whole day on here. Speaking of spending the whole day, how could we forget this?
The conspiracy talk. One of the fastest rising conspiracy website on Facebook today.
And this is the picture. And just for everybody's information, we have something similar to it on Google Plus. It's the same thing, and that one's going up by the day. Like every day we get 3 new people joining. Everybody loves this stuff. People are waking up all around the world. So now everybody is wondering, they're saying, but how do we get to see this? Like, what's the next show? When does it come on? Well, it's no problem. The next show is right here. You could see it. You see it, Robert posts right here. And it shows, and you just click here and bang, you're on it. Bada bing, bada bang, you're on it. Right?
Boom.
Don't forget the boom part. Anyhow, and then you got all kinds of people posting in here, like this person. I won't say the name. We can't say the name, but hey, it's on there. So, but we still can't say. Robert, please do not say.
Angel aliens or something else.
Yes, it's very interesting.
That's up before it's news.com. But yeah, shocking proof. Humans are not alone on Earth. Stunning video.
Is she on the? Is she one of the authors?
Yeah, she's one of the authors. But I didn't really look at this video. Didn't get a chance to. Because as you know, I'm always researching, right?
Yeah, Rob. That's
like today. I had to study technology books and stuff, and you were like saying, "Come on, stop reading." You remember? I go, but I have to research.
Yeah. let's dig deep in this wonderful group, because in case the people out there aren't on it, if you want to be on it, people, by all means, we will let you in, but we will make sure
Not the
that we
spammers.
ban you. Don't
Spammers or troublemakers.
Because if you spam right away, you're out. We kick you out. We don't want people coming in posting things of sunglasses and what cigarettes, and we don't want that.
Or how to make $1 million.
Yeah, that's it. We don't want that. We want to know information. We're here to spread the truth. If you're coming in this group, is to spread the truth.
Not for disinformation and spam and everything else, because we will know who you are and we will
get rid of you. You're gone. Anyhow, so that's it. Lisa even put up something on the Bilderbergs.
She's been a past guest on our show, Lisa Haven. Great person, wonderful, wonderful guest that we had on. Here we have the Bilderbergs. It's coming up at the end of June. The new Bilderberg, the annual Bilderberg meeting. And here's another one. Whistleblower reveals that Obama's authorized a false flag nuclear strike on Chicago. That's a great piece of information here. Isn't he from Chicago anyways?
Yeah, he was. Well, he was governor of Chicago, or was it Hawaii?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but he was.
Anyhow, this is it. So you first see it on the show. She posted it up 4 hours ago, so you can see it. It's on this group. This we're going to be talking about, so we won't bring it up. Then there's someone else who posted this up. Very interesting bit.
I've seen this video before. I think so. Illuminati New World Order coming 2014. Millions will die. Share now. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's gonna be millions are gonna die this year, but it's good to see to look at it. If that interests you.
So there's all kinds of things that are good,
The hidden sport of the New World Order.
So there's it's like here. But anyhow, we got news to give, so
let's begin the news.
Yeah, let us begin, let us commence. Yes, how could we miss this, right?
How can you miss it? I hope you didn't.
No, this, what an intriguing but yet complex movie that I really enjoyed. It's like, I wouldn't say it's as good as the Avenger action-wise, the last Avengers, but you know what? The graphics, not so much the graphics, but the action was splendid.
X-Men Days of Future Past, and it's a great movie. All we're going to say is they talk about the assassination of JFK in it for you that haven't seen it, and also at the end of the movie, after the credits, like when the movie ends, there's like maybe 4 minutes of credits. After that, there's like
hold on, Rob.
The movie continues.
Hold on. Do we want to spoil that?
No, I'm not going to say what there is. But all I'm going to say is it has to do with pyramids. That's all I'm going to say for people that
and how they were made and who made them. But that's all I'm going to say.
That's it. I'm not going to say more for X-Men. And it was made in Montreal, this movie, by the way, where we are in good old Montreal. That's where Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Halle Berry, and the rest of them all came. X-Men Days of Future Past, good movie. And,
It was done in old city, near City Hall. I shouldn't say old, but old Montreal.
Exactly, old Montreal.
Anyways, I suggest you go watch it. But anyways, what Robert was saying, a lot of people don't know this, but the lights will come on and there will be credits. You gotta wait for after the credits. Don't do the rookie mistake and leaving before the credits. You know how Marvel is. Marvel, once the credits come, there's always something there.
But this time was longer than usual.
Yeah. So basically, that's it, people. Go watch. We won't tell you more. Was there anything else with Illuminati, Rob?
Yeah. There is. They talked about like a secret, like X-Men they were looking for mutants, and one of them was named was Azazel.
Yeah. And the other thing too that I noticed is how whatever they did turned on us humans. Like that's what they're doing now. Like, they want to kill us off. So, and how they were just dumping the body. It was like kind of like on a, how can I say it? What Hitler did, a Holocaust.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the beginning of the movie, it was like sort of like a Holocaust, But yeah, so that, and then they talk about JFK, and they were talking about Azazel. And for you folks that don't know who Azazel is, tell them, Mary, who Azazel is.
Well, before we continue about Azazel, what happened was there was a genocide. They were creating a human genocide along with the mutants. But anyways, you gotta see the movie. Azazel, wasn't that one of the second branch of the fallen angels that came and
It came down to earth and mated with the women. It was, I think, his plan to do this. In the Book of Enoch, it talks about it, and because of that, when they mated with human women, Nephilims were born, the giants, and because of that, when they died, the spirits died. They became unclean spirits. They became demons. And they talk about, and they named this guy Azazel. It seems like he's just in the movie, but they don't talk about him. But just using that name, it shows that this has influence of the Illuminati in it. All right, now getting to the news.
Yes, Rob.
Today's news. It talks about our friend over here, Snowden. Snowden.
Mr. Miller pointed this out, and he put on the conspiracy talk group, and said might as well post it. Yes. Yeah, so.
And over here, Mr. Snowden, Edward Snowden. Snowden spills the beans. I was a CIA spy. It seems like this stage is being set for Snowden's return to direct U.S. intelligence custody back from the Russian FSB, which currently pulls his strings. Following the successful NSA provocation to undermine his credibility by depicting him as a low-level analyst, Snowden was goaded into spilling the beans about his past as an active CIA and NSA spy overseas, thereby reiterating the limited hangout nature of his entire operation on the one hand, and establishing his credentials as a CIA asset for future return to Langley's orbit on the other hand. And yeah, so
yeah, but we know all this already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we know about what happened. Like, former USA contractor Edward Snowden leaked information. Was a spy. He was a CIA, and it's like he was like, how can we say it? Not controlled opposition, but information that we already knew, like leaked information. Like, he worked for them.
But anyways, I mean, this to me is stuff we already know.
But yeah, we know enough about that.
Yeah, so anyways, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. By the way, if you have any comments,
please do the comments in the YouTube. We love comments.
Yeah, leave it in the comment section. And like I kept saying is, I will post up these links once the show is finished, so like that people can go and see it for yourselves, right? You don't have to take our word for it.
That's right. Okay.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Don't slow down your engine. Put a brick in it. Hold on. Don't go too fast. I know you want to jump right away, but this has been posted.
Here is wisdom.
On the
Let me calculate the number of the beast for the number of a man, and his number is 060 and 006, which translates, I guess, into 666. And why we're talking about this is because now Pakistan is one of the first cities that you'll be able to, no buying phones without biometrics, no SIM to be activated without biometrics identification after July 31st. Pakistan intends to become the latest country to require the biometric registrations of SIM cards. SIM stands for Subscriber Identity Module, and is the card with a mobile phone that makes the phone unique. It identifies the user of the cellular system so that the calls to and from the device are properly routed, as well as many other services to make the phone compatible with the cellular system. Nigeria and India have biometric SIM registration programs in various stages of implementation as well. So this is going to happen July 31st, folks.
So Rob, we're screwed.
This is the
next phone. our next phone, what are we gonna do?
Not get any. If
Ah,
if if we have to put a biometrics in it.
anyhow, this is it. So we won't like go deep into it, but still, I mean, what are we? Yeah, but Rob, I don't see what's all the fuss. Is it because this is like the precursor of the Mark of the Beast? Is that what? That's what people?
I don't know if it's a prequel. It's just leading up to it even more. Like soon you're gonna need the chip to buy, to sell, to buy medicines, just about anything. So this is just a precursor to what's gonna be happening. Stuff we already know. It's just one more little notch to it.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know they think they're winning now, but
With the cell phones that we have.
in the end they're not winning. At the end, if they're bad, they're guilty. They will lose. The end of evil always loses wherever you go. Now this I found this on somewhere, I don't know where, but I said, you know what, might as well.
How to heal cavities naturally. Very interesting. The world is slowly waking up to the fact that when you give the body what it needs, it can heal things we previously thought were impossible. A fine example of what is often deemed is an incurable health problem is dental cavities, but extensive research is now becoming more public about the true nature of tooth decay and the fact that there are proven remedies that can remedy it. Did you know that you can heal cavities naturally?
Look at the holes in there and the cracks. Look at that.
The lies perpetrated, right?
Wow.
The lies perpetrated by about tooth decay. According to the American Dental Association, the reason we have tooth decay is as follows. Tooth decay occurs when food contains carbohydrates, sugars, and starches such as milk, pop, raisins, cakes, or candy are frequently left on the teeth. Bacteria that live in the mouth thrive on these foods, producing acids as a result. Over a period of time, these acids destroy tooth enamel, resulting in tooth decay. There are a few problems with this theory, including groups of ingenious people who had fermentable carbohydrates stuck on their teeth at all the time that did not brush or floss were mostly completely free of tooth decay. Bacteria do not consume processed sugar or flour because of lack of nutrients in them. Foods that bacteria like to eat, such as milk, vegetables, meat, fish, and fruit, are commonly implicated in causes of tooth decay. So, if the modern explanation of tooth decay is not accurate, what actually is the cause of tooth decay? And I'll read some of them here. It says, not enough minerals in the diet, not enough fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K in the diet, nutrients not being readily bioavailable, and your intestinal system not properly absorbing them. The presence of phytic acids largely influences this factor. Over a period of time, your diet lacks vitamins and minerals from a poor diet and/or contains high levels of phytates from grains, seeds, nuts, and legumes. The blood chemistry and the ratio of calcium and phosphates becomes out of balance, which results in minerals being pulled from the bone, causing tooth and bone loss. And if you go down, it talks about what kind of food to take, like coconut oil, grass-fed organic dairy, especially butter, grass-fed meat, seafoods, and bone broths. Organic cooked vegetables, soups, broths are ideal. Organ and gland meats like liver. Good boy.
Liver. I love liver.
Yeah, really, yeah. So that's something for you folks down there that are wondering, why do I get cavities? That's a good piece of information to look into.
Yeah, that's why we get cavities, because we're not doing any of that. But anyhow, the next topic, right? And we're going to be slipping into robots. You know, we cannot go through life without robots.
And here it is right now. Want to bet? I didn't hear it. You sounded robotic, by the way.
Probably. Maybe they got a robot to place Mario from MnRTV.
That'd be something to see. Want to bet on robots taking over the world. Swiss bank sells securities linked to index which tracks firms that develop robotic technology.
So Rob, you want to bet that? But me, I'll win this bet as usual.
Well, there's R2D2, cute little robot. Switzerland's largest bank is offering investors a chance to profit from the increasing use of robots and unmanned vehicles. UBS sold securities linked to the Robotics and Drones Index, a new benchmark tracking companies that develop technologies such as robot vacuum cleaners or unmanned aircraft for reconnaissance missions. The index, compiled for the Swiss banks by Solar Active AG, includes robotics developer KUKA in Germany and Fanuc Corporation in Japan and US drone maker AeroVironment. A technology booms in robot and driverless vehicles is spurring companies to use drones to reshape their business. Amazon.com and Domino's Pizza are developing unmanned aircraft to speed up deliveries, while Google and Facebook recently acquired drone manufacturers to help extend wireless connectivity to remote areas. Does that mean one day Google and Facebook, if let's say we do something bad on Facebook, like add too many people, they're going to send their robots after us?
Probably. Well, they'll just shut us down.
Or they'll come and torture us or something.
Anyways, that's more or less, these things are just in control. They're going to be taking control, and that's another thing with X-Men that they brought up in that movie that we can't say because we don't want to spoil it for people. And this article was printed actually today, which is May 28 at 11 o'clock. So, the next article, I believe it is again to do with robots, because that's the wave of the future. Hold on, Rob. Don't say anything. Let me just adjust it. And here it is. Speaking of Amazon and robots,
10,000 robots filling customers. Amazon have 10,000 robots filling customer orders by the end of the year. So that every time I order from them often, books and stuff, and so that means we're gonna have a robot.
Anyways, we won't have to go into talk. You don't have to read it, but it's more or less.
Amazon will have 10,000 robots doing the same by the end of this year. And Jeff Bezos reveals the plan to double down on robotics during his shareholders meeting and emphasized that despite the popular sci-fi team robotic uprising, no humans will lose their jobs as a result of the increased robotic workforce. Wow, that's something new. Humans won't lose their jobs for once.
Right.
Controlled.
It's like robots are going to be more important than us.
Robots will be the bosses of people.
I don't know, man. Should we boycott Amazon because, they're
well, I get a lot of T-shirts, books, DVDs, CDs.
Yeah, but Rob, they're. How can I tell you? It's hitting people's jobs. But anyhow, the next topic, because we're wasting time.
Bigfoot enthusiasts gather at Pennsylvania Sasquatch convention. Hey, that would have been fun to go to a Sasquatch convention.
That's why I posted this up.
Can you imagine the people that are there?
To a Sasquatch.
For those people that don't know what Sasquatch is, it's Bigfoot. And there's a picture from a 1962 picture of Bigfoot. Bigfoot enthusiasts converge in Clearfield, Pennsylvania to exchange ideas and theories about the mysterious Sasquatch over the weekend. According to the Patriot News, on Saturday, May 24th, about 50 enthusiasts and investigators gathered at the Clearfield Art Studio Theater from Bigfoot Day in the small town, which is about 120 miles northwest of Harrisburg. During the convention, Fred Saluga, the state director of the Mutual UFO Network of West Virginia and director of the West Virginia Mountain State Sasquatch Watch, explained his belief that Bigfoot enthusiasts fall into one of these three categories. The first, he said, he believes that Bigfoot is a cryptozoological hominid creature. By definition, cryptozoology is the search for animals that have not been proven to exist, as a hominid is a primate mammal that resembles humans and apes. The second group thinks Bigfoot dwells in extraterrestrial origin and has ties to UFO and aliens. And finally, the last group believes that Bigfoot types are envisioned, but the first two are entirely different creatures, said Saluga. Like what though? The last group doesn't make sense.
No.
I don't know what they mean by that, but I don't think it's like an ape that we've never found because it disappears. So I think it has something to do with some kind of UFO. Maybe it's a how do we say, a primate.
Who knows?
A primitive. a primitive type of creature.
I guess that's it for that one, but it's still not
And you know
over.
why we don't catch them? Because I think they open up a portal and disappear and go into a different dimension.
Speaking of, like back to still to dinosaurs, I mean not dinosaurs, but Bigfoots, because they probably were around when there were dinosaurs. This, I just stumbled upon this.
Has Bigfoot moved to Norway? Mysterious hairy figure spotted in woods. And this is just last Saturday's news, so it's not too long ago, you know. And in here we have a video. And have you seen the video?
No, actually, I haven't, but because I want to, save it for the people.
Yeah. This is probably just a bloke in an ape suit, but Bigfoot fans might argue otherwise. An amateur cameraman claims he spotted the mysterious figure while hunting in some woods in Norway. Uploader MnRTV explained under his Bigfoot encounter video, "I thought it was a bear. I was hunting in the woods, but then I saw this thing." The clip shows the hairy figure rising from some vegetation before casually walking out of shot. So it appears the famous Sasquatch may have relocated from the US unless the legendary creature has some European cousins. Now, this doesn't make sense. How could there be one Bigfoot that just travels all over the place? There's got to be more than one.
Unless if they do interdimensional warpholes.
Wormholes. Yeah, but one? I think there's got to be more than one.
There has to be. I'm sure that these guys are more intelligent than us, but then again, who are they? Will we ever find out? That's a mystery. Anyhow, on to the next topic, which is now we're stumbling onto UFOs. We got to make this fast.
Right here, and it's
hold on, Rob, hold on. Must you be so much in a rush? I know you're excited to get the show on the road, but let me just, okay, so it's big enough, because I have to, just, I don't want people to look at our show with magnifying glass,
yeah. Dan Aykroyd talking about aliens and UFOs.
Now this video I seen.
Okay.
It's worth watching.
And in here, Dan Aykroyd recounts personal UFO sightings plus MUFON. Dan Aykroyd has never been shy about his belief that extraterrestrials are visiting Earth in UFOs. The Hollywood actor has made public comments related to UFOs on several occasions, and he even appeared in a 2005 documentary titled Dan Aykroyd Unplugged on UFOs on Thursday, May 22nd. StarPulse.com published an article containing a video interview with Aykroyd at a Crystal Head Vodka, Aykroyd's vodka brand, signing at a liquor store in Attleboro, Massachusetts, I guess.
Now that's what kills me is Crystal Head. Vodka. But Crystal Heads, you know what they are. Anyways, we won't go into...
what are they?
But the Crystal Heads, apparently there's something about that. We should do a show one day.
Oh, the crystals, yeah. The
Crystal
power of
Heads, like the skulls.
the crystal skulls, yeah.
Anyways, if you want people, you could mute and just read it, or you can go on to the link that I post up on the bottom in the description. And that's it for Dan Aykroyd. Not too far. We're still sticking with UFOs, which I believe we have another 2 articles, Rob. I don't know if we have time, but we'll try and skim through it.
Alarm rages over UFO sightings hovering over Earth. The mysterious crafts have been spotted over an iceberg, an airport, and even a Cornish holiday resort. There has been something of a gullet of UFO and alien sightings over the past few months. With that in mind, here is our look back at some of the close encounters that have been making the headlines in 2014. Number 1, UFO spotted hovering over iceberg in eastern Canada. Number 2, U.S. Air Force fighter jet destroys giant alien monster in desert. Okay. Number 3, UFO whizzes past CCTV cameras on Daikin Industrial Estate. Number 4, UFO attacks Taliban in Afghanistan. Okay, well, we're not going to go through all of them, but number 4 looks pretty interesting, eh?
Bizarre Look, you see number 5.
Bizarre rotating object spotted over London. Number 6, mysterious UFO attempts to communicate with stunned deer. And number 7, bizarre triangle object spotted flying in formations over Texas. Number 8, amateur photographers snap mystery aircraft streaking across the sky in Cornwall.
I don't know how many there are, but we'll just go to the third one and see if there's more. Well, hey, you guys, that's it. There's just that.
Number 9, bizarre UFO spotted by robot.
No, there is. Oh well.
Okay.
That I just found. I said I might as well post. And now we're gonna go on to the last one of the night.
Before we go on break and get our guest to come on, Joshua Abraham.
So don't go anywhere.
Nope, not at all. And this is UFO and alien sightings, 10 of the best in 2014. And if we go down the article, it'll say the mysterious crafts have been spotted over an iceberg, an airport, and even a Cornish holiday resort. And there's a nice picture right there. That's UFO Afghanistan.
What the heck, man? Is this a deja vu, or is it the same article of before but different?
Yeah, they talk about the same thing, but it's different. There's they saw the picture, but it even says over here an excursion to South Salvador, Newfoundland. I saw that in the other article. And number 2, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah, so we won't waste time with that. But shapeshifters.
Where?
Right here.
Oh yeah, an eyewitness claimed to have spotted a white object spinning and shape-shifting above the sea. Okay, it's the craft that was shape-shifting into something.
Anyways, it's good actually because it shows to you exactly how many websites are using the same thing, because it must mean that they're onto something, you know.
For sure.
There's no reason at all why they would be posting this all over the internet. There's something here. There's something there. You understand? So this is why they're posting this. There's absolutely no reason at all that the whole net has to be posting this. But anyhow, Trish is budging me. She's like,
all right, tell her to come on. We're gonna go take a break, and then I'm gonna have to call in our guest, Joshua Abraham of the Abraham Project. And we'll be back right after this short break, folks. So don't go anywhere.
You can go get yourself water. You can go get yourself popcorn, or just sit around and listen to beautiful Trish.
So it's begun.
Because she, my friend, she has a sweet voice. All right. So here she is.
20. Book The New World Order by Frederick C. Hicks. But is usually misattributed to H.G. Wells' 1940 book of the same name. The phrase had previously been used by Nicholas Murray Butler in his 1917 book A World In. Ferment 3 New World Order W. Origin of the phrase. One of the earliest standalone uses of the phrase New World Order was the title of the 1920 book The New World Order by Frederick C. Hicks, but is usually misattributed to H.G. Wells' 1940 book of the same name. The phrase had previously been used by Nicholas Murray Butler in his 1917 book A World In. Ferment 3 New World Order was also used in a 1940 essay by occultist writer Alice Bailey, which was included in her posthumously published 1957 compilation The Externalization of the Hierarchy. To Hicks, Wells, and Bailey, the term meant a benevolent social democracy that would soon emerge, whilst Butler used the term to describe the First World War as it was being waged. Conspiracy theorists, however, believe the term goes back earlier, to Cecil Rhodes and Lionel Curtis circa 1909. Its popularization among conspiracy theorists can be traced to over 30 years ago when New World Order appeared in the 1972 book None Dare Call It Conspiracy by Gary Allen, a John Birch Society writer. Allen claimed it to be the code word which the International Communist Conspiracy (TN) would use when they were ready to unveil their secret plans for a socialist world government. This book was widely read in right-wing conspiracy-minded circles during the 1970s and is probably the source of the hysteria that later erupted over the term. The first high-profile use of New World Order by a politician was in a speech given by George H.W. Bush after the Cold War ended. For in that speech, Bush was explaining that, following the collapse of the Soviet Union, the United States and Russia would cooperate, rather than compete. All international relations experts agree that at that point, the old order of bipolarity had ended, and a new system was coming into place. The exact nature of the new system has been greatly debated over the years. As outlined below, the meaning for conspiracy theorists went in a different direction. Edit meaning for conspiracy theorists. The New World Order conspiracy started as an extension of old John Bird Society conspiracy theories about the role of the United Nations. This theory claimed that the United Nations was merely a tool of the communists, and that the end goal was the complete subjugation of the United States to the United Nations. This would then set up a world government in which all of the freedoms that Americans hold dear would be abolished. Usually, top American officials were claimed to be in on the conspiracy. As usual with conspiracy theories, there are many contradictory variations on the theory. The most popular variation used to maintain that international bankers, a common code word for the Jews, were pulling the strings in both the US and the USSR. Others of a more obvious racist bent flat out said that Zionists were the ones responsible. Like always, as many conspiracy theorists also believe that the Jews are responsible for either the banks, or communism, or both. These three strands are often woven together into a completely ridiculous whole. Supporters of this theory can say to a certain degree who is part of it, but nobody can determine who isn't part of the NWO. International organizations such as the World Bank, IMF, European Union, the United Nations, and NATO are often listed as core NWO organizations. Presidents and prime ministers of nations are routinely included in the conspiracy. A slightly different version of the NWO theory goes as far as saying that these families and persons are all part of the same bloodline. Most prominent families such as the Rockefellers, Morgans, and DuPonts, as well as European monarchs, are said to be important members as well. Specifically, the Rothschild family is often accused of being among the masterminds. Some versions of the theory are just reworkings of the old Illuminati conspiracy theory, in which a secret society is said to be working behind the scenes for world domination or some other nefarious purpose. Sometimes the Illuminati may be explicitly mentioned in these versions of the theory. Other versions will reference more recent groups, of which the Trilateral Commission and the Bilderberg Group, which, unlike the Illuminati, actually do exist, are commonly mentioned. Freemasons are also regularly cited as perpetuating a conspiracy for world domination. The Pope, or the Roman Catholic Church in general, are occasionally held to be the orchestrators of the NWO. Many other manifestations of the NWO theory characterize it as an international Jewish conspiracy, though many others see conspiracy leadership elsewhere and are not anti-Semitic, explicitly, at least. Famous crank and perennial candidate Lyndon LaRouche, for example, sees the British as the leaders of the conspiracy, and the Jews merely as pawns of British power. It is because the NWO has limitless power and is worldwide in reach that it can be alleged to have been behind just about any event anywhere. This makes it less of a conspiracy theory than a framework into which any conspiracy theory can be shoehorned, a super conspiracy theory. This also commonly involves a belief in superhero stories, usually ripped off from the cranks of yesteryear, in an attempt to explain the origins of the NWO. For example, more modern incarnations of the NWO theory often draw on older Freemason and Illuminati theories, and claim that groups like the Bilderbergs grew out of these earlier conspiracies. The conspiracy theory remained marginal until the 1990s, and the growth of the Internet. At that point, the theorists started to see Bill Clinton as the biggest pawn of the NWO. The events at both Ruby Ridge and Waco were considered part of the attempt to remove American liberties pursuant to an eventual takeover by either FEMA or the UN. During this era, the theory was most closely connected to certain paleoconservatives, and to the burgeoning militia movement. Pat Robertson gave a boost to belief in the theory with his 1992 book The New World Order. Increasingly preposterous variations on the theory proliferated during the early to mid-1990s. such as allegation that mysterious fleets of black helicopters were being prepared for military occupation of the United States headed out of one. Many as is typical of many conspiracy theories. There is not one theory but several contradictory ones. Because of the various contradictory theories, it is a good idea to get a New World Order conspiracy theorist to explicitly state which particular theory he is backing. There are two reasons for this. Conspiracy theorists frequently don't know much about their own theory, and consequently can't give a direct answer, only that there must be a conspiracy. In the event that the person does have a clear idea, you obviously must know which one they support so as not to waste your time talking about another one. Edit relation to explanations of actual, real, power structures in reality. There are power differences. There are forms of power, especially by Western governments and businesses, in the form of international organization bias, military interventions, economic exploitation, and dominant cultural exportation. Yeah, Barbie. For more credible, but not universally agreed upon, theories or arguments of world power structures, see Wikipedia on corporate theory, criticism of United Nations, economic exploitation, and cultural imperialism. The most striking difference between reality and the conspiracy theory is the city's idea that everyone with power is in strict collaboration. In actuality, there is much competition, backstabbing, and differing goals between presidents, military leaders, businessmen.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Wow, that was deep.
Wonderful.
I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but you know what? It's Wikipedia. Wikipedia, they alter. But listen, what do you want me to do? You know, beggars can't be choosers. You got to take whatever is out there, any bit of information. It's all good.
Exactly, for sure. It's all good, you know. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call a guest, because we're gonna get him to the phone, to my speakerphone, and I'm gonna mute myself so you can. Yeah, that's his website on Facebook. So you, Mario, you take the floor for now. It's all yours, and I'm just gonna try calling him right now and getting him on the show and get the show running, and that's it.
All right, you
The
do.
floor is yours, my friend.
You do your thing. I will do my thing.
Okay.
Now, the question I have for everybody is, how many of yous do what I do? Not too many people like to do what I do. Me, I like to sit outside and just look at the sky, you know, and as I look at the sky, I wait. I sit back and I wait. Where the heck are these UFOs? You know, it's like everybody wants to see UFOs. How come I don't see a UFO? But you know what? I count my blessing. Because me, I don't want to see no UFOs. Because these things are no good. You know, why the hell? Why the heck do they have to hide themselves? And they're obviously onto something. They know something. They want to be worshipped one day. I could feel it in my life's blood that these things want to be worshipped. You know, it all comes down to that. It's very, like, you know, how can I tell you? It's like the new thing. Everybody is going crazy over UFOs. They must make UFO movies. They have to make it's. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's come to that point where, you know, us we analyze these UFOs, us we know what they're all about. Thing is how many people don't. You know, how many people out there don't see things how we see it. It's like the movie Independence Day, for instance. You know, it's like before they want to destroy a building, they were like holding up signs, yay, you're coming to save us. That means, because you know what it means. It means that Hollywood knows something. Hollywood's trying to tell us not all UFOs are good people. They're going to come and destroy you. So get ready, because then they're going to come and destroy us. It's so freaking obvious that, you know, that's what it takes. It takes that for people to realize that UFOs are not our buddies. These guys want to destroy us. Robert, I hear you. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. But you
Okay,
can't
sorry.
see me.
I
No,
was just,
the guest can't make it.
what do you mean?
I just called him and he could only make it next week because he got stuck working. So
Oh,
we're
boy.
gonna have to reschedule next week with him. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so sorry folks, I was just on the phone with Joshua and he had to work late for some reason. So he asked me to reschedule it for next week. So sorry folks for that. So we'll just have to continue with the show, my friend.
Oh, great. You know, it's like here. Yeah, but me, I was just talking about UFOs. I feel bad that our guest was not able.
No, but he's gonna come on next week, so it's all good, you know? It's all alright, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, look, things happen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he just texted me here. Hey, my friend, something came up and I can't do the show tonight. I have to work late. We need to reschedule. I'm sorry. I can't do the interview tonight. Please call me for reschedule. I tried to call your phone, but no one answers.
Hmm.
Okay, it's because I called a different way.
All right. I mean, look, it's really not the end of the world.
No. I mean, we're MnR is still here. That's for sure. That's for sure, you know. And sorry, folks, you're gonna have to come back next week. These things do happen. He says he's gonna come next week, so there you have it. All right. So Mario, where are you? I can't see you.
Really, I can't see you, though.
Oh, you can't see me.
No, did you turn yourself off? Nobody could see you. You just see your picture and circle
What?
going around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you could see me.
No, I can't. I was like saying maybe he.
Now can you now?
Let me see. Yeah, you're back. Yes, I could see you. I could see you. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. We'll have him on next week. In the meantime, Mario, I guess we're gonna have to wing it for viewers over here. Get some information. People want to talk about anything, just bring it all up, and we'll do that. You know what I mean? This is the MnR show, and we're gonna be continuing to do what we do best, and that's to give information. Now, what I want to talk about right now is technology. Now, technology, there's something that bugs me about technology. Now, I use a certain camera, and they don't make anymore. So what I did is, I had to go buy another camera today. This little camera here, they don't make anymore. And this is the 2013 version of the 2011 version of the Samsung camera. Now, this one and the other one use completely different SSD cards, and they also use a different type of charger. So it's just amazing that it's not all standardized. Like, okay, they make new stuff, but the plugs would be the same and everything. It's completely different. And what am I supposed to do? I mean, they don't make phones, and they don't make phones anymore the way we want them to, or cameras. Technology is so vast that sometimes you think, oh, I love this product. Oh my God. They're gonna have it forever, but the case is they won't have it forever. So what you have to do is, it's almost as if you have to buy two cameras. It's what I did. I had to buy an extra camera because when we do videos outside, if we don't have this, then we're screwed, because this is a front face one and a back one, because sometimes we don't always have someone to film us, so we have to use certain technologies. So I don't know about this technology, but it's getting pretty annoying, Mario. What's your take on
No, I
technology?
told you, Rob, it's all about making money. They don't care about us. It's all about money, and that's it, you know?
It is. It is, but I don't know why they keep doing that. Like, what's the sense of these people doing that to us?
But I told you, it's all about it's all about the money.
I know, but it's money, and they think, okay, they'll buy parts for this, parts for that, and they make more and more money. I just find it horrible.
Yeah, but you know what, Rob? You need to get used to it, because this is just about you know, it's really the future. It's all money. Money is what makes the world go round, unfortunately. You
I
know?
know. I know that exactly. But the thing is, what can we do? You know, I mean, I buy this camera 2 years ago. I figured it's great. You know, then after that, I find out that there's no more. So I had to get this camera, and I was lucky I knew someone that was able to get this camera for us. Somebody very nice, and we'll be able to continue filming. But my gosh, it's just unreal. Like you said to me, was it today? Every time there's something good, they always take it out.
Yeah, me, I'm used to that. You know, it's like our phones. For instance, my coffee, one day I'll find out that they won't put it anymore. I used to use a Crest that I used to like, which was, I know, people, it's bad what I'm doing. I'm using Crest and the fluoride, it sucks. But I was using a clear fluoride. I mean, sorry, because that's what it is, a clear Crest.
Clear Crest, yeah, that's it. That's a good one, no?
Yeah, but they stopped making it, you know? So just that just goes to tell you that whatever is great, whatever is amazing, bang, it's gone. It's all gone. Me, I'm used to it, like the good old times. You know, the good old times are gone.
It is. And the thing is, we can't bring them back, so we also have to adapt to new stuff. It's just the technology changes so fast that, like you said, I bought a new TV. It was made last year, and it's already last month. It was fabricated last month, and like you said, it's ancient technology.
It is. It's all ancient technology. And don't forget, like most of the things we buy today,
I know.
It's antique. It's an antique. It's as antique as the dinosaur, you know?
Exactly. Now, what is this? Privacy under attack. The NSA files reveals new threats to democracy. Now, when we see this picture right here, look at it. They are watching us. Could you picture these guys watching the MNR show, and this guy with the ponytail wondering what we're all about?
No, I'm sure they know what we're all about. I'm surprised that we don't see them.
Who are these guys? Who are these guys, and what do they do? And they monitor. They probably tap our phones, our computers, and also my smart TV and this camera, because this is Wi-Fi, by the way, folks. This new camera I got today, it has Wi-Fi in it and internet on it. I haven't used it completely. I only had like maybe 10 minutes to figure it out, and I was figuring it out, but I didn't have to do the show, so.
I'm surprised the guy isn't eating his popcorn and drinking.
I know, but with this, I bet you're surprised I didn't, because you know me, I'm gonna figure this out in no time, right? Give me half an hour and I know the insides of it, right? But yeah, in the third, okay, now this over here, this talks about what does it say over here? Oh, talks about the Roman Empire and its leaders. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if this has to do with intelligence.
I don't know.
They're talking about the fall of the Roman Empire, and Edward Gibbons gives 2 reasons why slavery into the Roman had tumbled under Augustus and his successors. And this seems like it's a history lesson, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's talking about the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire.
Oh boy, folks.
One of the empires, right?
Yeah, exactly. One of the Roman empires right here. The Empire of the United States has the Second World War also depended upon control communications, which is true. They were one of the first computers in World War II to use. I forget the name of the computers, but it was like as big as a room. It's 2 rooms, 1 computer. And that's what it all started, basically. And now it's becoming like you can't without a computer you can't do anything now.
We can carry it soon. We're going to become computers.
Well, you know, they want to embed us with chips inside our head, and one day it's going to be called integrated embedded internet. And what that means, embedded integrated internet, it means it's going to be in our heads right here. They're going to implement something so we can have the internet on us, but I don't want that. I don't want to become a robot. And what if some evil guy puts a virus? It'll be like a virus inside your body, just like a real virus, except it'll be a computer virus, but it'll be in you. So who knows what it's going to make you do?
Yeah, it'll just control us.
Exactly. But folks, this is just one step more to the New World Order over here.
Yeah, look how it was before, you know?
Look at this. I don't know what year this is, but military women working on the Manhattan Project. Look at these. Look at these computers. Wow, fascinating, folks.
Soon it'll be all only robots doing that.
But look at that. I wonder if they're able to go on Facebook. Can you imagine going on Facebook with that? I don't even know if there's a keyboard.
No, I don't think Facebook.
I bet our phone is way more powerful than all those computers.
Here we go again. Edward Snowden, you see that?
Yeah, we just talked about Edward Snowden. Something straightforward and useful. Analysts, he said, are not bad people. They don't want to think of themselves as that way, but they came to calculate that if a program produced anything useful, it was justified. It was not the analyst's job to weigh the fundamental morality for us. Oh no, they just listened to us, but now it's gotten towards they could, Google Earth. I'm wondering if they're ever going to do Google Earth with Google Earth real time. Like, where they're going to see us, like I'm saying, okay, I'm going to work now, and they're going to be monitoring where I'm going, like on the street and everything, and Rob's going in the bus right now. And it's going to show that if somebody types in, oh, is he on the corner of that corner? Is he waiting there? And they'll see me. Google Earth real time.
Yeah, but Rob, you know what? They're already come to that. It's already come to that because they know where exactly you are just by your phone.
Yeah, and I have my GPS turned off, as if that really helps, you know?
No, GPS is still there.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I honestly think Edward Snowden was used to make people fear NSA. I definitely think so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, that whole Edward Snowden story.
It was used to, like someone's like someone in the chat room said, it was used to make people fear the NSA.
Well, he's asking if we think it, but
yeah,
I do. You know, but you guys have any questions on Chatango? Feel free to ask us.
Because I knew about the NSA back in 1994, 95, when nobody knew about it, and then they put it in the Independence Day movie, I think, or the one state police, not police state. What's it called with that movie that with Will Smith, where he was being tracked by the NSA?
You know what? I still have to see that movie. I know.
And there's Gene Hackman in that movie.
I have to look at that movie. Anybody in the chat know what?
What's that name of that movie? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh boy, this brain over here.
It happens, Rob. We had a hell of a hard week.
No, but it's because my brain is in 11 different places. I can't really think of it now. That movie. What was it called? I don't know the movie. I forget the movie. Evidence? Body of Evidence? No.
Well, you know what? How about if we Google it?
Google it. And in the meantime, Enemy of the State. That's it.
All right.
Yes, thank you. That's one of our watchers. Enemy of the State. That's it. Yeah. I loved it. When that movie came out, I loved it. It was, in fact, the technology they have then is probably ancient to what they probably have now. That's hidden through the technology. That's for sure.
But I really have to get to see that movie.
You have it?
No, I don't. But I could probably find it.
Yeah. You could find it. One thing I want to talk about is the kidnapping that happened today. Yesterday, of the baby in Montreal. Because one of our viewers said, "Why don't you talk about that?" And there was a baby that was kidnapped, and they had an Amber Alert, and I think 2-3 hours later, the baby was found. It was a newborn, and apparently this woman had a tumor in her head, and she wanted to have a baby, and she couldn't, and she stole the baby. She pretended she was a nurse. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can.
Find it. Yeah. I tried to find it. It's a great piece of information, and one of our viewers, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, because they want us to speak about it. And I was about to, but then I totally forgot about it, which is great that we're able to talk about it.
Yeah, we were, but it's really not American news, and I don't know if people would be.
No, we have Canadians. We have a Canadian viewers too.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and pull it up if I can.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to find it because it's I don't know. I mean, you don't kidnap a baby. If you can't have a baby, you try to adopt. If you can't adopt, well, you know, I mean, you don't kidnap the baby. Luckily, the baby was found nice and safe.
Where the heck is it now that I want it, you know? Because I figured we weren't gonna have time to talk about it, and
Yeah. It's probably you'll be getting it soon. No, that talks about the
yeah, here it is.
right.
Right here, hold on. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
There was an Amber Alert. Amber, I think it was after a person that um here I'll show it. This is the woman.
woman charged in Amber. And
Amber
Amber,
Amber was a woman that apparently that first happened to her. That's what I was told.
that's why they
That's
call
what,
it the Amber Alert, eh?
yeah,
Kidnapping. 21-year-old remains in hospital on a respirator. And this the woman here looks fairly normal.
fairly, but I don't know if this says the whole story, does it?
Well, no, we're not going to read the whole story here. This is Valerie Poulain Collins, a 20-year-old Trois-Rivières woman accused of kidnapping a day-old baby from a hospital Monday night, was formally charged Wednesday with 2 counts of kidnapping. Police, however, have yet to meet with Collins. She's been in hospital since Monday night and remains unconscious and on a respirator. She's thought to have taken several medications before her arrest Monday night. She's charged both with abducting a minor under 14 years of age and abducting a minor under 16. The 21-year-old is accused of walking into the hospital disguised as a nurse on Monday evening and snatching little Victoria Boisclair, who has been born 16 hours early. She has apparently told the new parents the child needed to be weighed. Shortly after the abductions, she is thought to have told a friend that she has just adopted a baby from a teen couple. She is also believed to have gone to a Walmart with 2 other people that needed to purchase diapers and other baby items. The incident prompted authorities to issue Amber Alerts on Monday evening, and former neighbors recognized the woman in a security photo described by police of Poulain Collins wearing her nurse outfit, orange hospital scrub. The child was returned to the parents 3 hours later. Poulain Collins is known to police. She's due to return in court in June and July to answer several other charges, including theft and drug possession. Now, isn't that horrible? Kidnapping a baby. You only see these things in movies.
From what I was told, she was not able to have kids.
Okay.
But the thing is I was told that she went shopping in Walmart. She was like going to treat this kid like her own, but she stole the kid. This is like stealing.
We don't steal, yeah, exactly. It's not yours.
Apparently, she might be going to jail. I was told.
What do you think? For sure.
But what kind of sick individual?
And you know who else helped? Facebook and Twitter and all these social medias. They made a page and they found it. You know, like right away on Facebook. So for once, Facebook was useful in this case to help find the missing baby Victoria.
But there's just so much you can hide.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hide on Facebook.
No, Facebook, when it was circling, it found a baby much faster.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it on Facebook, missing, Amber Alert, missing child. And I was like, whoa, what is this, you know? Then
parents, I can't imagine the parents what they were going through. The newborn baby and it's just kidnapped. Like the fear, oh my God, the helplessness.
But now, hold on, there's a conspiracy behind this. They want to put bracelets that detect, as soon as you leave the hospital, it will detect to security and they will take care of it. So they're already starting with that technology. What does that tell you? What's next? They're going to start chipping these people?
What's going to chip the babies from they say, from birth, from cradle to grave. People in the New World Order, whatever, in the future, they're going to have a bracelet implanted as soon as they're born. It's going to trace them from the cradle to the grave.
Now, Rob, could it be that this woman was MK Ultra?
I thought of that.
To do this stuff, just so like that. Because right now, all of a sudden, the ministers, we have to put security. We have to beef up security. in hospitals.
I know, it could be, but apparently she's had trouble before. She's known by cops.
Yeah, but you
But the thing is, why
understand what I'm saying.
Montreal? The thing is, why Montreal? What they do this in Montreal for? So it's not like New York or California. You know, it's not like high profile. You know.
Because it always starts. Well, Montreal is it's a metropolis, Rob. But it
Yeah, but
always
it's not
starts
like
off.
New York or Chicago or LA or.
No, it's going to start first in Montreal. You know why? Here in Montreal, it's so much easier. The people are divided. Once you divide the people, it's easy to bring all this stuff, police states, and that's why I believe Montreal is how it is, bilingual, where the French are fighting versus the English, English fighting versus the French. So like that, the more there's chaos, the more it's easier to implement all these things. And
or chaos. That's what the New World Order wants to do.
Well, but it's so simple. It's so easy. How come I see it and how come we see it and nobody else sees it? You know?
Well, the thing is, that's why we're here, to make people see. We're here to teach, to learn, you know, and to spread. Or else we'd be out. We wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be part of the Montreal Anti-Illuminati Task Force that we've been part of for 4 years, you know.
But you don't believe that, what I just said, that they're doing this on purpose.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know if this case is like all the school shootings done in the States. That's all false flag operations to bring in a police state and a New World Order. This could have been MK Ultra, but I'm not sure. I haven't done enough information about it. But I thought of that.
Rob, there's more than just MK Ultra. I thought about MK Ultra, but it's also to usher in the chips. So like that, they're going to start chipping little kids because you can't.
I told you that they're going to do that. I have documentations that they're going to do that from cradle to grave. They're going to start like now. If we see this more happening, of babies being kidnapped everywhere, like you know, like in the next couple of months, then we know that it's all been a false flag and it's been all MK Ultra, and it's like a pattern, you know, like all the shootings. Because then they're gonna say, oh, we need to chip the babies. I don't think mothers really want their infants to be born with a chip.
No, Rob, I'm telling you, let's just say, after what happened to this child, you think a mom won't? A mom will say, well, look, I better get my child chipped and then lose my child.
Yeah, but you know, there's good things out of these chips or whatever, but people are going to use it for evil purposes also. Like, who's to say they're not going to track you forever? That's what they want to do. They're gonna make like a law that you have to chip your kid when you're young. That's gonna be like a law, and then people are gonna do it, and they're gonna be able to trace everybody. Sort of like the beast. That's what that's the way I see it going. Don't you see it that way, Mario?
Yeah, that's how it starts, man.
Yeah, exactly. But if you bring up the picture more up.
There's the picture. You can study it, analyze it.
Analyze it. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, apparently she had mental issues. Now you know that she had mental issues. Whatever. Now that could have been MK Ultra also that caused that.
Well, Rob, you know, maybe she doesn't have control of her mind, her body. She doesn't have control. Maybe it's MK Ultra that does have control of her, and they said, go now, you're going to go and you're going to steal a child because you know you want to become a mom. You know, she's probably been fed that in her mind that she has to be a mom, that she's dying to be a mom. So what is she going to do? She's going to walk inside a hospital dressed up as a nurse, fool people, and snatch the child, run away, go to her friends, say, look, I have a child, I just adopted this child. And the friend's like, what, you adopted this child? Yeah, I adopted this child. Lo and behold, she's done a lot more damage where they're going to start requiring the chip to be chipped, you know?
Exactly. Now this woman either a total mental case, naturally, or something happened to her that they MK Ultra'd her.
That's sad though, you know. And now
I have to do more research into this.
She'll be faced with life sentence in prison.
Well, you know now they already track animals. Like you could put a chip in your pet like that if you lose it, and they do that already, and that I find is good in a way because no one wants to lose their pet. Because I've had a pet before; it's like part of a family.
And notice a lot of people aren't talking about this. You know why they're not talking about this in Montreal? Well, they're talking about it, but not that much. You know why?
I know.
Les Canadiens going far. So people, it's so perfect. It's so perfect for the enemy to do stuff here in Montreal when you look at it.
Oh yeah, because everybody's watching hockey. We're all watching hockey.
Divide people with the languages, enforce laws on people. It's so easy here in Montreal.
They do. They even the United States does it. Even Canada. What they do is they wait. Let's say December 31st, and they bring in a new law to Congress, and they just slip it in. And there's most people on holidays, and they just sign it, whatever. And do the same thing in Montreal. They put in all kinds of laws. Then you hear, oh, this law's here, but who made the law? Oh, the government. But I never asked for this law. I never seen it. I never voted this in. You know what I'm saying? So they're very sneaky about it. And the next thing you know, it's all law. And one day we're gonna be like in a gridlock, completely locked down, with no way out, or almost no way out.
Yeah, but what could we do about it? Just talk about it is the best thing. And people are like, but that's all you guys do. You just talk about it. What are you gonna, it's like that's all you do. Just talk. But us, at least we're
keyboard
about it, right?
They call us keyboard activists. But yeah, we do videos. We've been a protest before, and what we do now is, don't forget, these people that say that we're keyboard activists. This shows here's a worldwide transmissions, worldwide seen everywhere. So we're doing a lot more than going somewhere and just talking in front of even 2,000 people. This show's being seen worldwide. Who knows how many people are going to view this show? And so we're doing our part, the way I see it.
Yeah, but it's not good enough for certain people.
Yeah, well, that's their philosophy on it. We just do what we could do. If everybody did a little part of it, we'd be able to defeat the 1%, because we are the 99%, folks.
Yeah, the 99%. But you know what? The 99%.
If they all woke up, we take out the 1%, the elites, the Illuminati, no more.
But more people have to wake up to this. That's why we're talking about it. That's why we're stressing about this. That's why we're doing a show. Right now, I could be sleeping on a nice bed.
That's what you'd be doing, and I'd be watching a movie on my new TV.
Or I'd be posting up stuff on the conspiracy talk, because people like that stuff,
You could be sleeping, but no, we choose to be here because we're here to inform you, and we're here to tell you New World Order, Illuminati, look at us. We're here. If you can see us, we are right here, and we continue doing this to show that you guys, that we are awake. Now,
no, hold on, Rob. I'm just trying to find a good article.
No, but the thing is, I just find the weather. Let's talk about the weather for a bit. I just find the weather here, it's completely out of whack, because today, it's what, May 25th? What's the date?
28.
28. Yeah, 28. And we have cold weather. Now, I know people are going to say, oh my God, it's cold, which is true. You guys are absolutely right in Montreal. But if you remember around October 10th, 11th, it was like summer. And I remember I was walking the t-shirt, like, oh my God, it's hot. It's like July weather in October. So now it's as if winter shifted longer and summer goes longer. It's as if everything's been pushed. It's been shifted.
Well, I have a theory that United States the poles have shifted, and the United States is in the North Pole. It sounds weird, or it's going to be the North Pole.
Oh, when the pole shifts, when the Earth reverses, like this.
If it hasn't already. I know it seems weird, and I don't have science to back me up, but that's what I have a strong feeling.
Well, something definitely has been happening.
Because I don't know if you're seeing this, but
the world set a horrifying global warming record last month. What global warming?
More like global cooling, but don't forget, it's like you just said, it feels like right now May feels like April.
It does. Beginning of April, today. Not like
Yeah.
last week. Last week there was a day. Last Wednesday I did the show in my wife beater. It was hot and everything. I remember.
I wonder if this helps to define our little problem that we're having with the weather.
I wonder. Yeah, exactly. And who controls this? The weather.
Who controls that? Well, it's definitely not us. It must be hard.
The Illuminati, the Zionists, whatever you want to call them. The news. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's NOAA announced last month that the level of carbon dioxide in the air has reached 402 parts per million ppm, the highest it's been in at least 800,000 years. While that alone is enough cause for concern, there is even more bad news. The World Meteorological Organization, WMO, announced Monday that CO2 concentration averaged more than 400 ppm for all April across the northern hemisphere for the first time in human history. So that means the carbon dioxide in the air has changed, and that's what they're observing. Pardon?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
So this is causing. Time is running out, says WMO Secretary General Michael Jarreau said in a statement. This should serve as yet another wake-up call about the consistently rising of greenhouse gases, which are driving climate changes. If we are to preserve our planet for future generations, we need urgent action to curb new emissions of these heat-trapping gases. But don't forget, who started the global warming? Wasn't it the same person that claims he invented the internet, Al Gore?
No, well, he says he's like putting fear that global warming's out there.
Yeah.
That's what his job is.
But he also claimed he invented the internet.
But you know what I was told? I was told that there's global warming everywhere, even on the sun.
On the sun. Yeah, that's it.
Like there's global warming everywhere, even on Mars, Jupiter.
As long as there's no global cooling on the sun, that's the way. We don't want that.
Now here's some charts. You know how times have changed. See that?
Yeah, we're not going to get into that here from 1980 till 2010. Look how much the increase of it is right here. The carbon dioxide right here. It's changing. So I'm sure this affects the weather. Also, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, all these emissions, plus all this pollution. It's taking a toll.
I remember in the 80s, Robert, there were times when it was really humid. Really, really humid.
I don't want that to happen this summer. I don't like humidity. I like heat, dry heat, not humid where you're sweating to death and you can't sleep. But that's in a couple of months away, I suppose.
Yeah, but Rob, you know why? You know why? Because here we're on an island where
and the
water. Where there's water, there's humidity. You want dry heat. You want dry heat, you gotta go out in the desert.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Arizona. Maybe I'll become American and go down to Arizona, you know?
Exactly. Oh, for sure, you know? And it's just unreal what's happening. I mean, one day it's hot. One day it's cold. Some days in the morning you freeze. You have a coat on, a jacket, and in the afternoon you're like sweating. I hope tomorrow's gonna be nice weather. I just hope so, like a nice heat or something, you know. But what can we say? What can we do? You know. Don't forget, this has all been prophesized also. Global climatic change.
I don't know if this is worth looking into what I just posted there.
Well, no, not well. You could post it up later on, but you know, we're just talking about the planet. If it affects the planet and the rising levels, you know, it's good information, folks, about the weather, because the weather is really, really out of balance and whacked.
And then weather is very important too. A lot of people are, who cares about the weather?
We have to care about the weather.
But you know why? Because the weather has effects on our water, on our electricity if the weather goes crazy, like if we get tornadoes, which there has been tornadoes today apparently.
Where?
Well, in the States. The States have been hit by some tornadoes.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know.
Well,
Well,
that's weather. That's weather, and if and it affect tornadoes affect the wires, like for electricity, then that affects our drinking water. Like when we had the ice storm in '98, that was
oh yeah, the ice storm in '98. That was terrible. Some people, I missed power for about 24 hours, but some people missed it for 2 weeks.
I'm just reading what Mr. Miller is saying.
What did he say?
What I say, Mario, I think I even said it live on MNR. Yeah, I think
About what though?
about Snowden. I
Oh,
believe.
Snowden. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, no. Snowden. He said it tonight. I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh boy.
So that's how important weather is. It's like a domino effect for me. The weather goes bad, um, then it affects the electricity. Once that's knocked down, man, we really depend on electricity like we depend on water, and it's like that's so important to us. We tend to forget about that.
Yeah, exactly. We do, eh?
Very, very important because without electricity, what the hell are we gonna do?
It's a backbone of society.
But you know what kills me? The fact that we haven't like when was electricity made? Anybody know? Like who was it? Thomas Jefferson or was it
Benjamin Franklin, no?
Franklin? Yeah, with the glasses. I remember I watched that on Walt Disney. Well,
Yeah.
if that's what they're expecting us to believe.
And I thought he was a Freemason.
Yeah, or Nikola Tesla, one of these people. But nobody has progressed it. Nobody has like said, you know what, we'll find other ways of creating electricity where it doesn't have to flow through wires. But then again, yeah, there is. Nikola Tesla want to
But
transfer.
they subdued,
In
they suppressed his inventions
yeah,
because they
but he
make
was.
money off electricity,
Electricity is everywhere, you know.
even in our
Even,
bodies. We have
yeah,
electricity in our brain, the circuits, not the circuits, the neurons. But yeah,
and
it's
of course, if there would be no electricity, there would be no MnRTV live show to bring you.
there'd be no internet, no electricity.
Yeah,
You know, it's funny that they originally designed the internet ARPANET for in case of a nuclear war. One part of the system breaks and then you have another one. But the way the internet is, it's not even designed for that. I don't even think it would work because one little thing of no electricity and it goes down. The wires go down, anything.
yeah. So this is
But
basically.
I think they designed the internet for many things, and one of them is to control us in the future. How is the beast going to control us?
But this goes way back. This goes in the time of what do you call it? Nikola Tesla. I mean, sorry, Rosicrucians. This goes way back. This is not now. This is like it's all by design. Everything has been made by design. You know.
Oh, for sure, you know, and yeah, one day they probably, you know, it's like the way it's going. One day they probably won't have no more newspapers, and I love reading newspapers and books. I mean, don't give me a Kindle to read on a screen. I don't like that, you know. I still like the feeling the book, smelling the book, looking at the pages, holding the book, because I find just like reading an electronic thing, it seems so like cold and so robotic.
Yeah. I personally don't like that. I mean, certain things are great. Example, transferring all your CDs on a little micro SD chip. That is like so cool. I have like so many on just one one chip, you know? But then
Exactly.
again, we don't want these chips on us
No.
because we don't want them to control us. They can control our technology all they want, but then again, I take my words back, because if they control the technology, they're practically controlling us anyhow, right? So
Yeah, like I was telling I want to tell Mr. Miller. Yeah, we talked about it before that the future generations will be chipped from cradle to grave. I'd say that because Mr. Miller just joined us in the chat room a while back. We talked about that.
oh,
But
boy, it's 9 o'clock already.
and we're doing wonderful. For viewers that came on, our guest had to work tonight, and he says he'll be back. He'll come on the show next week. So we're looking forward to him coming on the show. And he feels bad about it, but what can you do when something comes up with work? You have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't have a choice, eh?
No,
We have to leave.
We don't have a choice. No, that's for sure. What was I gonna say, Mario? Do you know anything about maggots?
Maggots?
Yeah. Sometimes when you leave a piece of food.
Yeah, they're worms. They're apparently, I think, they are what creates flies. Yes, they are, because I was told, like in humans, let's say if you do a cut and you sleep and you don't do nothing about it. That's why it's very important to always cut a wound now. Now I'm talking medical. You know me.
Okay.
Anyhow, when you have a cut, people, make sure you cover it. Because if you don't, if you leave it exposed, a fly will come. Oh, I can create a home there. Zap you up. They'll go inside, they'll lay their eggs. Their legs will open and maggots will come, because that's where flies come from. Kind of like a caterpillar with a butterfly. It's the same thing.
What do they go after?
What?
Who do they go after?
Well, they become flies, from what I understand, because flies lay their eggs, right?
Yeah.
That's like that is why in Italian culture we do prosciutto. That is why it's very, very, very important to cover it up with salt, because the salt kills everything. That is why, perfect example, if I get that cut, I will put salt. If I don't have anything else, I put salt. And flies will stay away, because flies don't like that. The eggs will die. Everything will die. That's my piece of information about how important it is to disinfect yourself.
Yeah, because if you get a wound and then you don't cut it, you don't clean it properly, and then can you see there's worms like in the wound of your body?
Maggots, because that's the whole point of why I brought up maggots.
And what, Mario?
That's why I brought up maggots. Why did you bring up maggots?
You were okay. But what's I gonna? Yeah, and in hell it's supposed to be maggots, right?
Well, they say the worm that never dies, but they're saying the worm that never dies is. It's hard for me to explain, but from what I heard, it's Jesus Christ, because you look at. It's another word. I know it sounds weird, but when you're in hell, the first thing that comes to mind is, why the heck did I do what I did? And Jesus Christ comes to mind, and that never dies. Once you're in hell, Jesus Christ's name will never die. You will see him. That's what I think from what I heard when they meant the worm that never dies.
Okay. But I'm sure that because
there can't be worms in hell. There can't, because they can't live.
But hell hasn't even been. It's not even there yet. It hasn't been created.
Well, the buzo, that's where the saint.
Also,
there's different compartments of hell. There's the buzo where Adam's bosom, I think it was called.
Yeah, Adam's bosom.
All the saints went before Christ died. Then they all rose up, and then there's the hell that was made for demons. But now, why the hell are we talking about hell for?
Because of the maggots.
Why is that so important for you?
Why is it so important? I don't know. Because we have to talk about different types of subjects, and it just came to my mind, So someone out there is going to say, thank you for talking about maggots on this show. This is really information. I know we're going to get a comment somewhere that they wanted to hear about this for some reason.
Well, I know because that's what I've been like looking into, you know.
You've been looking into maggots?
No, 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 but I know that what maggots are about.
Okay.
I mean, I see them. You see maggots. Maggots, sometimes they even grow on fruits. Like, you know, that is why they cover the fruits up with a wax. So the maggots can't go, or flies can't go and lay their eggs, so that maggots
Is
come
that,
out.
is it, does a maggot have a consciousness?
No,
They're alive.
no. They are alive, but they do not have
They don't
a
think.
soul.
Do they
They
think?
don't have a soul.
Do they think? Don't they think? Do they think? Oh, I'm a maggot. Oh, I have to suck onto this like leeches, you know?
Listen, they're survivors, so they have to think. If you want to survive, you have to think in this world.
But they have a brain. So could you consider these God's creatures?
Well,
Create.
yeah, everything's been created by God. Even the things that you can't see, that you need a microscope to see into, you know, like the DNA. Everything's been created by God. I find it hard to believe that
Anything can be created without him.
you you still need a creator to create a creator, but there's only one creator
But
that
you know,
created
you're
the
gonna ask
creator.
who created the creator.
There is none, because
It-
that's who created time. I don't know, man.
It's
Now people
it's
are going to
because
start busting.
it's
Like
beyond
people
time.
were
That's why it's beyond time. You know, because we would say, who created God then?
but Rob, it's like me. I create stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You need a creator to create a creator. Now I create stuff. That's what I
Who
mean.
created
Now I'm
you?
backing up what I'm saying. But I don't believe. Well, I mean, I wasn't there to see God create, so I can't say. That's why we're doing the shows, to speculate. You know?
Yeah. Someone's asking me. Yeah, we did do a Bilderberg. So we did a Bilderberg last month.
And we will do another Bilderberg show
Uh,
eventually.
yeah, eventually, and we did talk about the Bilderbergs earlier in the show.
Yeah,
Also,
we talked about it. When the show gets recorded, by all means, check it out. And, you know, I mean, that's why we do this show. That's why we like it so much. So when it gets recorded, you could.
all day, we're looking forward. As busy as we're all day, we're looking forward to doing the show tonight for you
That's why
guys.
I keep telling you, like, if people, we don't want to watch the whole show, you could just, in the description, the links,
You go
click
for it.
on it, or click on the numbers actually next to the link, and you'll see. You'll come up, you know?
At a certain time, we say this. At a certain time, we say that. You know,
Yeah.
for sure. You know, it's just unreal. I don't know. I just find it unreal that these maggots exist.
What do you mean? They're like everything else, Rob. It's like ants. Why is there ants? Why is there...
Yeah, but and don't forget, by the Creator, by God Himself, all these ants, He knows them all that are created. He knows the number of ants that existed from when they were first created to now.
And there's always, you see, this is what I like about life. There's always an ecosystem, not an ecosystem or whatever, ecology, I think it is, where the smaller always gets eaten by something bigger. Example, cat will eat, no, what's a good example? Us, we eat just about anything, right?
Yeah,
For certain insects, we won't eat. But, like I don't know, what the hell does a tiger eat, or a lion? They eat anything, but there's those things that they eat. It's eaten by eats something else, and something eats something else, and it never ends. You know, the smaller, it's like the fish in the ocean. You have the whale that eats a bigger fish, but then the bigger fish eats smaller fish, and the smaller fish eats something smaller, and they eat the crabs. Is it cribs? What do they eat?
crab, not
What do they eat?
crabs. Oh, we got a, yeah.
Crabs, shrimps. That's it. That is. I got it. Shrimps.
I love eating
They
shrimp.
eat They eat shrimps. I know you like to eat shrimps, but they eat shrimps. So shrimps, what do they eat? Plankton. There you go. That's a perfect thing. Plankton gets eaten by shrimp. Shrimps get eaten by fish. Fish get eaten by sharks. Sharks get eaten by whale.
Whale.
It never ends. That
who eats the humans?
Of life. That's beauty of life to its finest.
We got a request to do a show, eh? In the chat room.
What?
We got a request to do a show.
For what? For what?
To do on the protocols of elders of Zion.
Hey.
Do you know what that's about?
Hey.
We should do a show on the protocols of elders of Zion. There'd be a lot of information.
Yeah, that you know that I wouldn't mind having a bunch of guests coming on and breaking it all down, because there's a lot to break down on that.
Oh yeah, I mean the protocols of elders of Zion. I've read it. I read that back in 2010 about the protocols of elders of Zion. Yeah, so that's another. Yeah, we should do a show on that in the near future. I should write it down somewhere and do a show on that. I mean, if you folks want to ever see anything, just ask us. Like we do take requests, that's for sure, because we're here for you. We're not here for us. We're here for you guys. Explain, Mario.
Yeah, we're here for everybody. You guys are here for us.
Not here for us. For our we don't say, oh, we're gonna talk about this because we want to talk about. We want to present shows that you guys want to talk about. What you guys want to see. What guests you guys want to hear about. That's what we're here for. That's for sure.
Yeah, because that's the fun part. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to do these fun things. This is what gets my goosebumps.
You know what?
My goosebumps. It gets goosebumps going. So I like doing these things.
These sort of things.
Yeah. It's like, it's like last week when we had Fritz on. I had goosebumps going.
Yeah, Fritz gonna be back. I think at the next month. He says he's got more information, and he called me. He messaged me right away saying he wants to come back on the MnR show. Because he loves being on our show, and he loves you guys. And he wants to give you guys a lot more information. And we love having Mr. Fritz Springmeyer, author of the 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati and Wise as a Serpent books.
You know something though? I find last week he didn't get into deep subjects. I was like, how come he's not getting into deep subjects? I wanted him to go into deep subjects, grab really hard what he had to say. Like, that's what I like. I like when people go in there and they grab it and they take it apart and everything. That's what I'm going to do on the next show. And that's what I'm going to write to him.
Speaking of that, do you know, man? Do you know any Satanists?
Satanists. Satanists are usually people that don't believe in God. No.
No. Do you know any?
Do I know any Satanists? Why would I want to know any Satanists?
Because they want a Satanist to come on our show and talk.
Who's they? Well,
go see. They want us to get a Satanist.
Yeah, I know, but thing is do we really? I mean, we had a Satanist come on our show once, no?
Who? What did you talk about?
No, I'm thinking about someone else.
Yeah, the guest we had on a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was sort of like a Satanist. Was he? He was in mind control. He worships Satan, but he's not a Satanist per se right now. He did it in the past. Well, we had a previous show, but I guess they want somebody that's in a cult or something. But I think one of our past guests was, right?
Yeah, I think so. A while ago.
Well, we did it. I'm gonna try and find the link and put it up in the chat room because at least the closest thing we've got to that.
Well, look, we got Anton LaVey, no?
What do you mean you got Anton LaVey? He's dead.
Well, I mean, we want to get this guy on, right?
Who?
Anton LaVey.
Yeah. But he's dead, my friend.
I know, it's too bad. I'm sure people out there would have digged the show with him in it.
Yeah, they would have, for sure. But, you know, he's history, my friend.
Yeah, well, his things still live on.
Oh, yeah, his teachings. Yeah.
Yeah, you found it.
I found it. For people want to see this guy, he was like, yeah, he worshipped Satan. This guy, I don't know if he worshipped him, but he did satanic stuff.
I don't think we'd want to summon up Anton LaVey.
Who summoned Anton LaVey? No. But speaking of Anton LaVey, there's a video out there on YouTube that says as soon as he was on his deathbed, he goes, oh my God, no, I've had it all wrong. What a mistake. I think it's as if he was seeing hell or something. You've seen that video, no?
Yeah, but like Rob, because your subconscious mind, when you're about to die, hits you like a brick, and you're gonna say, because I heard a lot of stories about that, where people before they die, they're like, oh boy, you know, now I have questions. I'm gonna have to get a lot of questions. I'm gonna have to answer these questions. You know, how do I answer these questions?
Because in that video of Anton LaVey, I think like he was dying, and just before he died, he saw hell, or he knew he did it all wrong. Like he got everything wrong in his life. I don't know if he was saved though.
I don't think so. If you don't repent according to the Bible.
Unless he repented before dying, but I don't know if it was too late.
That I don't know.
Well, one guest we tried to get was, there's a guy that, I'm not going to say no names, but you could buy his books online, and he teaches, he has an online course on how to have, as a lover, a sexual demon.
Yeah, I know. You told me about that. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I emailed him 2-3 times, sent him links, he never got back to us. Because that'd be pretty something interesting. Not something I would do, I would personally recommend, but you know, this guy, we want to know what he had to say about this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that claim they went to hell. But the thing is why?
Maybe there is one person that I should try getting, and that's the guy that wrote the book, The 23 Minutes in Hell. Maybe I should look into that. I'll try doing that, you know?
That. I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there. I never did. I never experienced it.
The closest you experience is the Hat Man.
Yes, how many times do I have to repeat on the show? Which is fine by me because
I mean the sleep paralysis with the shadow creatures. Yeah, it's okay.
But then a lot of people
we have new people now.
But then a lot of people might think we're nuts because we're talking.
We are nuts.
Right.
For in the business we're doing.
But oh boy, it's already 9:20. We're just babbling on and babbling on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's great. We're not babbling. We're giving information out about everything, you know.
Yeah, I know. For people, they might think, "Oh, these guys are babbling on," and
no, but we're doing the show, you know. I mean, we babble. You know, the Tower of Babel. That's another thing. The Tower of Babel. Now they want to. What I don't understand is they wanted to build a tower that goes to the heavens. How can you go? How?
No, because their intentions was to go to heaven. That's why they built it. That's why
they went up and up.
Yeah.
But how can you build?
There was a show about how those bricks that they made back then supported all that weight.
Yeah, but how tall was it though?
How tall was it?
But really? The thing was, they didn't expect actually to go in there, go all the way up and go to heaven, because heaven.
Yes, that's why they
did it. How are they gonna build it? Like even if they build it up to the moon, which is impossible, you still wouldn't be in heaven. Did they mean heaven, or into the heavens, like into the sky?
They wanted to go see God. They wanted to go see God. Yeah, but we know that. We
But
know that.
out of the Tower of Babel, what became is all the languages.
Yeah, that's what came out of it.
Yeah, exactly. The languages, that's what became out of it. The different types of languages.
But that's why it brought the confusion that we have on this earth right now. That's why. But you know what? That's what the internet's here for, the computer. You type out something in different languages, you get all the translations.
Yeah.
You know?
Mario, do you know a guy called Glenn Kimball?
No, no. You know what? Me, I'm lucky I remember my own name. I don't know.
Because apparently, I have to see this. On the last episode of Coast to Coast, he said he went to hell and back, and he said it was full of people suffering, so many people that were piled on top of each other.
Wow.
I have to see Glenn Kimball. If you can put the link up here, I'd like to see this show. You know, I mean...
or even on the conspiracy talk.
Yeah, anywhere. Yeah, anywhere.
Because, you know, not a lot of people come back.
I haven't listened to Coast in a while now because I'm so damn busy. And then at nighttime I just fall asleep, and in the daytime I don't even have time to listen to anything because I'm always busy. That's me.
But you know where I listen to it, eh? Actually, it's probably on soon. That's why I should probably end the show soon. But
well, we'll end in a couple of minutes the show because, you know...
by the time it gets recorded and everything. But anyways, I listen to
a good title for the show. What?
Anyways, I listen to Coast on AM 640, which is a Canadian radio station. Leland, you probably know it because it's in Toronto-based radio station, and that's how I get to listen to it. Because here in Montreal, there's no.
There used to be, but there's just CJAD, which is it's midnight or 1. I think it's 1 o'clock now.
Whatever, it's too late.
I'm sleeping now.
You know, but on the AM 640, I listen to it, and wow, it's beautiful, man. It's like I just love it because I don't have to wait till late, you know.
And is it live? Is it live or is it like a day before?
I really don't know. I think it's
last night though.
Yeah, no, I haven't listened to it in a while. I should start listening to it.
They had a good subject yesterday, police state and harp. But you know, the thing is, it's like I'm always so busy. I wish I had time every night to listen to it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Like one of our guests. One of our people in Triangle says exactly. Heaven is not really in space, but another distance or plane of existence. So heaven could be right beside, or a plane of existence. Yeah. So heaven could be right beside us, but in another dimension, folks.
It's too complicating.
I think it's high. It could be. I always thought like when I was young, it was high up, high above the stars and everything. But it could be that, or it could be in another dimension, or so high up that we can't see it. And in fact, it's beyond space and time, something that we don't fully comprehend. Which I think we don't.
We will never understand.
No, you don't.
These bodies, anyways. That's what sucks.
Yeah, but this is a vessel. It's a spirit out of us. That's what is more important. This is just a vessel. It's like an armor we're wearing. No, it's like we're stuck in this. We can't really get out unless you do astral travel.
And gravity holds us down. I hate gravity. I'm sure before the sin of man there was no gravity and we could have went wherever we wanted.
Exactly. Oh, for sure. And apparently just the speed of thought. You're there. Let's say you're thinking, the moon, I want to be in the moon, you're there. In a different type of body, not the bodies we have now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So, any final thoughts, Mary, before we end the show?
No, not really. I mean, it was a fun show. It went by very fast, even though we didn't get our guest. But
he'll come back. He'll come on the show next week. He said to me.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
All
I'm sure
right.
everybody out there is.
So God bless you all. Thank you for joining the MNR show. Join us next week. Our guests will hopefully be on. And have a good one. God bless you all. And see you guys all next week.
Thank you for watching, people. You're the greatest. Don't you forget that.
Yep.
Good night. Bye.
Yeah.